I think I have to sit like this for this one. Right?
I don't think you have to.
Maybe like this.
Very dainty like.
That's gonna be
Sure.
Greta's back, baby! Welcome back, baby, to Twink Twank Twunk!
Welcome back, everybody. How are we living?
Yes, Greta is back in the building, just what everyone was waiting for and begging for and asking for.
And Zach is back in a pair of silk pajamas.
Yes, and Greta's giving sex today, and she's not going to apologize for it. No, she's not going to apologize for a second. If... Jesus Christ. Is it too much to cry?
No, it's good. It's good. It's just funny. This is like the most exposed you've been. This is the most comfy snug as a bug rug I've been
I know.
in any podcast so far. But anywho,
Yes.
Welcome to Twink Twank Twunk, everybody. I am one of your co-hosts, Zach. I'm currently as snug as a bug in a rug. I recently discovered the wonderful world of Australian football, and I think that birds aren't real. So chew on that.
Well, funny you say that, because my name is Greta. I grew up working in a coal mine with my father. He used me as a canary. And let me tell you, birds are real. I got the name of the most beautiful bird in West Virginia coal mines because I would sing the most beautiful B flat that everyone would know I was still alive and I never died.
Oh, thank God.
My name is DIVOS. I'm your favorite piece of walking, talking visual art. Yes, the survivor of a terrible accident at the intersection of glamour and comedy. So nice to see you. So nice to meet you. So nice to spend more time with you. Buckle up because it's ready to go.
Buckle your seatbelts. Buckle your seatbelts.
So, Zach, I wanted to talk about something very special to both of us to open up the pod.
Ooh. Wait, can I guess?
Yeah.
Muffins.
What made you think of muffins?
I don't know.
What made you think of muffins?
I don't know. Oh, the ceiling is certainly made of ceiling.
The great Bimini Bon Boulash once said, the eyes are the nipples of the face. So take your time. Yeah.
So take it all in.
Yeah, find my irises. No, I wanted to talk about sleep.
Oh, I love sleep.
I know.
Ever since I started my 7 to 5, not 9 to 5, my 7 to 5, I have found the value of sleep. And when I tell you, in the first 6 months of my 7 to 5 job, I swear every week, the 1 or 2 nights a week where I'd get a good night's sleep, I wake up and say, oh, getting 8 hours of sleep really makes a difference. As though some profound realization.
Gee willikers.
Of course it does, obviously.
Yeah.
But I have learned the value of a good night's sleep. Truly.
Well, so let's get into the nitty gritty. How much sleep do you think you need to be optimal? Because
I need 8 to be optimal.
8 hours?
Well, I mean, let's do the math. I wake up at 6:30 every day, right?
I'm saying I need more.
Oh, you need more?
I think I need more than 8 hours.
Like
I do.
9, 10?
I think if I have 10 hours, I'll be operating at 100. I think if I have less than 10 hours, I can't promise anything. But my issue is that I go to bed so late that if I sleep for 10 hours, I'm not awake at the times that other people are awake.
Yeah.
And that does work for nightlife. And, because I go out, I have energy for nightlife, I have everything. And for example, last night, I'm working on Pride Month. Happy almost Pride Month.
Happy almost Pride Month.
And I am doing my orange look completely from scratch. Last night, I sewed and made my own patterns for the shorts of that look. I set the belt up. I started styling the hair. I made the earrings. And all of that started after 12:30. So for my lifestyle, does it work? Yes. I've built, my mom growing up was like, one day you're going to have to start waking up at 8 a.m. like the rest of us.
No
and
chance.
I was like, I really don't think so.
Hey, I was to your credit. Here you are. You have sculpted a life around not having to wake up at 8 a.m.
I built a life for myself.
It's worked.
But back in my day, we woke up with the chickens. And if we didn't feed the chickens, they'd start plucking your eyes out. I swear to God, my brother Jimmy, right eye is fake. You know why? Because he didn't feed the damn chickens.
Yeah. That's right. And for a long
damn
time.
Gay. Thank you so much, camera 2. Thank you so much.
For a long time, I used to scoff at my dad. Like, I would never naturally wake up at 5, 6 a.m. And while I don't right now, I don't do that. I see how it happens. when you get older and your friends stop doing things late at night, especially during the week, there's not really a reason to be up. So you wake up in the morning. The mornings are, Devin, mornings are wonderful. It's like cool outside. You go for a nice walk. The birds are chirping. It truly is a wonderful time to be awake. I won't lie.
I will say it's an interesting phenomenon. I could literally count on my hand how many times I've done it in the last year. But the day does feel really long. I tend to get a lot done. One thing that doesn't change for me is my first meal is still a Caesar salad.
No matter what.
We could also talk this episode about best friend fights. We don't need to go into details, but I think it's an interesting conversation. Zach's a little nervous, and maybe he should be.
Well, only because we've had these conversations before where Devin and I say here, like, do we ever fight? Like, we're ever mad at each other? And then we start listing off the things like, oh, this time, and then we actually get mad at each other.
Okay, so we'll circle back, close the loop, and dial back in on that. But I was saying that I was up early last week, and my first meal was still a chicken Caesar salad with no cheese. I clocked it at 10:33 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
That's crazy.
It's all I want to eat, like in the morning. Like, although I will say I made bacon for the first time back when we were at Coachella because someone got bacon. That's right. Because everyone eats bacon at Coachella.
They also bought a dozen and a half eggs that just weren't touched.
You want to know something?
What?
I was the grocery team with McKenna.
You bought the eggs? Why?
We were gonna do a brunch.
No chance we were ever gonna do a brunch.
Oh my god, I've held on to that secret for so long. I feel like a new person. The morning it's an interesting place. It's an interesting time. It is. You do feel very productive.
It's crazy.
Maybe I would have a better work-life balance if I got up and did stuff in the morning because, like, I feel like I still have to be doing work when everyone else has stopped working because I get up so late.
Yeah, they don't work in the morning.
They've already worked, so maybe if I got up and did my work, I'd be more inclined to, like...
I mean, you could try it for a little bit. It might just not work for you. Some people just... I remember reading this story once. It was a podcast telling a story about this girl whose circadian rhythm was like genuinely shifted. So she was awake at night and asleep during the day. And she like would try to switch it the other way, but like she was miserable. It just didn't work. Wow. She wouldn't sleep. And she's a journalist, so kind of like work with her schedule, but she literally would just stay up all night and sleep all day. And she was just literally nocturnal.
And that was just her.
So it might not be, something you can choose.
Right.
Ooh.
Like sexuality.
Camera
2, he's so tuned into the queer experience. It's amazing.
It's unreal. I have 9 out of 10 punches on my ally punch card. Yeah.
It's pretty major.
Yeah, one more, I get to suck a dick.
Oh my gosh! That caught me off guard. He's so excited. Wow!
Sorry. I have to suck a dick.
We heard the first verb choice that you did.
What was I saying?
I'm blushing.
But I will tell you, the first 4 hours of my day in the morning are by far my most productive. Like, around 1, that's why I'm kind of like, oh, it's getting later in the day. Like, I'm hitting my slump a little bit. I put the easy work towards then. Like, I'm calling people early in the morning, like, when I have to. Like, I'm doing all the hard stuff in the morning because, like, I'm, like, wired. I have my coffee. I'm rearing and ready to go. I mean, especially if I get, like, 8.5 hours. I have a wonderful work day. A wonderful work day.
Wow. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, at this, you're on travel mode right now. So I guess I actually led the conversation. What do you think your ideal sleep schedule is now?
Ooh.
As Mr. Vacation traveling Southeast Asia.
I'm traveling. I don't want to spend a lot of time in like doing nightlife stuff. I want to do some. I just got off my job. Like I want to do some nightlife from the start. But I mean, I'm traveling to kind of see the countries and meet the people, and I'm not going to meet people at a hostel bar at midnight. Well, actually, that's not entirely true.
Yeah, I actually think that's when I would meet my favorite people.
Yeah, so I'll have a bit of both, but I want to be up by like 8 or 9 each day.
8 or 9.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, why not? Right? It's like it's gonna be very hot in Southeast Asia. Very hot. So
maybe you have no choice.
Yeah. So I want to get out before it gets really hot. Maybe like take a nap in the middle of the day and then get out in the afternoon. Is kind of what Sarah has been doing.
Yes, the legendary girlfriend herself. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. I'm traveling with my girlfriend, Sarah. We're going for 6 months around Southeast Asia, but she has been there for about, I think 4.
Your whole relationship.
Yes. Well, I mean, yes.
Oh, we have fun. We have fun. We have fun.
I'm excited to travel. I'll tell you that much. Excited to travel. It is hot there right now. I mean, swelteringly hot. So that's what she's been doing. Is kind of doing stuff in the morning and then taking a little siesta.
Ooh, like a siesta.
It's very vacation.
I think it's very vacation.
Oh, it's very vacation. Yeah. Actually, siestas are because it was hot in Spain, so they take a nap in the day.
Really?
Yeah, that's like why I have a siesta.
Heat.
It's all about heat. Those Spaniards are hot.
I don't do heat. I really don't do heat. No, you don't. Especially, I mean, the drag is not going to happen in the heat.
Oh, absolutely not. I see the fans that queens have.
Audio listeners, I'm too embarrassed to bring this up with our visual viewers, but I do want to spell something out for you right now. So, the Greta character does wear my small to medium-sized breastplate. I think the standard American would call this probably a large breastplate, but Twink Twank Twunk hasn't seen what I have to offer to the world.
No.
What the good Lord gave me. But if I am hot in this breastplate, and unfortunately, Zach can attest to this, if I lean forward, from my back sprouts the Niagara Falls. Ooh. This silicone breastplate traps liquid, and when I first started drag, I didn't know how to take the breastplate off, so I had to have Zach help me get it off, and we didn't know a good way to do it, so he had to go in to the Amazonian rainforest that was my upper back and help me get this breastplate. And you have to be kind of careful because the breastplate will rip. What are your memories from that war?
Well, that sparks memories of all the many things I've done to help you in drag.
Oh my gosh, should we go into it?
It's kind of a fun segment. My personal favorites. I once this is very early in Devin's drag career. I once had to hold down all of Devin's leggings, pantyhose. What are they called?
Yeah, leggings.
Leggings. Because I mean, he wears 7, 8 of them, right?
So this was so early that I hadn't discovered Cappuccino tights yet, so I had to wear literally 7 pairs to get an opaque illusion. So
I was holding down 7 pairs mid drag show as Divos had to go pee because just could not hold it any longer. Mm-hmm. That was fun memory number 1.
And my ding-a-ling-a-ding-dong was so deep in there that I had to try to maneuver just the tip out and then water spout it into the toilet.
It was ridiculous. It's a blessing that it wasn't more messy than it was.
So grateful. We're really close like that.
We're really close like that. I know.
Audio listeners, visualists, do you have someone that would do that for you? I just, and I hadn't I didn't realize now I'd be okay, we're taking it off. I can put it back on. It was probably my 3rd time in drag. I was if I take this off, I don't know if it's coming back on. So we had to keep it as intact as possible.
Seriously.
Okay, so sorry, your next story, trying to tarnish my career, my pristine reputation.
I can tell you how many times it was the back room of Stash. I had 4 separate occasions. I had to get down and dirty to clip your leotard together.
The crotch.
It was hard. It's not easy because you get one, then you go to the other side, and the first one pops out. So you gotta do it at the same time.
There are buttons. It's actually so. This is Trashy Lingerie. I met her at Melrose Trading Post. Super sweet. And I stone nail myself, but I guess I'll show a little, or I'm not going to show. But basically, it comes down to here.
Are you embarrassed?
It comes down to here. Because lingerie is it's not opaque. You're supposed to be able to see the naughty bits. So it comes down to here, and then at the bottom there are 3 buttons. This particular look, I decided to sew the buttons together because the buttons weren't very good, so I just couldn't handle it. But yeah, my green one, Zach has to get down low and really investigate my gooch.
I'm good at it now. One time before our friends left for a night out in WeHo, you made me do it in front of all of our friends.
On my birthday.
So I was down there.
In a birthday vlog.
So I was down under, clipping them together. Oh my god.
I didn't make you do anything.
Oh my god.
You begged me.
I think the breastplate might be the most heinous.
It's the worst.
It's just so sweaty back there.
It's the worst.
So it makes a sound as well. For our audio listeners, that's a...
I try to make it.
Sounds. Oh god. That is disgusting.
Wait, but for my other drag queens, the little things to know about the breastplate. this arm thing is what could rip. I have ripped one of these ones. So if you don't take it off right, this will rip, and then you don't, like, it won't stay up correctly. So be careful taking it on and off. But the way to get it on and off is to reach from the back, roll it up a little bit, and then you can just kind of like pull your arms through and out. So like roll it up, and then you can just kind of go whoosh, whoosh. So for audio listeners, you like grab over your shoulder, pull up, grab over your shoulder, pull up. One time I was wearing my Z-cup breastplate, and you had already gone to bed, so I was alone. So in order to roll up the back, because she's expensive. She costs a lot of coins. And so I was like, I can't rip it. That's like not an option. So I had to lay on the ground in our kitchen and drag my body down and try to get the silicone to like fold over so I could reach over my back and grab it.
That's so heinous.
It was like, it was ridiculous. So
you're on the floor just going,
literally dragging my body down, like trying like desperately. And like,
seen that.
Yeah, you would have loved it. And when I'm done with drag, it's like not cute. Like that's a wrap. Like I'm done. Like as soon as, like mentally I prepared for how long I need to be in drag. And as soon as that timer of when I've mentally prepared is done, there's nothing that will keep me in drag. I have to get it off like then. It's like, that's like I'm not someone that feels the fantasy. Like I have some girls that will like, you know, they'll like meet boys in drag and they like do all this, but
not you.
Absolutely nothing makes me feel less sexual. Not much makes me feel too sexual, but this surely does not. This experience.
Where you can feel the sweat pooling up beneath your breastplate, just like
especially the breastplate.
Oh my god! I mean, it's just like if you're a soccer player or a water polo player, you don't want to stay in your Speedo. You want to stay in your uniform. You know?
Yeah.
So, Devin, I have some big news. We have some big new name brand Patreon subscribers. If you haven't seen already, Bill Clinton is actually a Patreon subscriber. He's been subscribing under an alias,
really,
Stephanie Lewis. But I know who you are, Bill Clinton. I see you. So we have some big players.
You know who else is on the Patreon?
Who?
Shamu.
Is
Shamu is a Patreon subscriber.
Are they really?
At the Here for Zach level.
No way.
Yeah. We'll show you what you get if you join the Patreon. Here are some of our stickers. Every month we have 4 stickers come out. We have of DIVOS' looks or Greta's. We have a Zach sticker every month, and depending on which tier you join in, you get X amount of stickers to support us. It really means a lot. And you can join the likes of local legends like Carol Channing,
Fishing
Patreon
Garrett
subscriber, Fishing Garrett, Serena Williams, firstborn child,
Zendaya,
which is actually Tom Holland, but Tom's a little nervous, so he put it down as Zendaya.
He's very coy. He's very, very coy.
You get the point. It means a lot if you subscribe to the Patreon. Thank you for your support, and we hope you're enjoying your stickers. Thanks for using them, wearing them, spreading the love of Twink Twank Twunk.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Back to the episode, baby!
Yeah. Okay. For those who don't know, I'm actually an Eagle Scout. I'm Eagle Scout. Both my brothers are Eagle Scouts. My dad is an Eagle Scout, and my grandfather is an Eagle Scout. So a long lineage.
Wow. Do you think your kids will be Eagle Scouts?
You know, Eagle Scout.
Should gender permit?
Yeah, should gender permits. Well, actually, girls can be Eagle Scouts now too. Or
is it called Eagle Scout?
I believe so. Yes. There's like a Scouts program. It's like gender inclusive. I don't know. I'm too far removed to know what the ranks are, but yes, I want my kids to join Scouts, whether they get to Eagle or not, like the top rank. Neither here nor there. It was just such a cool way to camp when I was growing up and gain such an appreciation and comfortability being outdoors. Like I can make a fire. I'm so fine sleeping in a tent. I love hiking. Just being outdoors doesn't bother me at all. And I think like if you're raising a kid, that's an incredibly valuable thing to give them. Is a comfortability and appreciation for nature.
I think that's beautiful.
Yeah. I know you lack both those things.
Okay. Pause. I did not like being outside until college, like at all, because I grew up on the East Coast. Humidity is disgusting. I would leave the house and start dripping. You'll experience it in Asia.
I hate it.
Okay, yeah. You hate it, but you didn't have to live with it. In Asia, I cannot wait to talk to you about it when you get back. It is insufferable. And so like I grew up in New Orleans and Virginia where it was like really bad. And so like even though I was used to it, it was still brutal. And so there was that, and then also bugs. Like LA, there are not that many bugs. Like
it's very nice.
It's really so pleasant. And so like I didn't want a mosquito bite. I didn't want to just start dripping from every part of my body.
Every orifice.
and my pores, which you can barely see. But so I didn't enjoy being outdoors until I came to LA, and I was like, wait, this can be so pleasant. Like the sun, a dry heat is so nice. Like being on the water
in springtime and fall.
Springtime, LA's fall, sure. If we're gonna call it that. But no, like but then camping is like a different level to me. So my first time camping alone was when I was a camp counselor. And so I had to take care. God. I had to take care of like a whole cast of children who were also camping in like this big enclosure that they had set up.
That was your first time?
That was my first time camping by myself. God. My good friend Erin Spillane, God bless her. She's gonna get a shout out regardless of Patreon because she saved my life that night. She like pitched a tent and everything, and that night the kids, they were like the kids I was watching were like 6th and 7th graders. Like, they kept screaming that they were, like, watching porn. I think they were just, like, being kids. But, like, as a camp counselor, like, you have to take that very seriously. So, like, I had to take all their phones and, like, inform their parents. Because you have to, like, inform their parents that this might have happened so that it's very transparent. Because the last thing you want is, like, a kid being, like, I was exposed to porn. Like, what do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So, I do, like, a whole protocol, and I was kind of sick, and I had to camp and sleep. And then I had to camp. And then, of course, the kids got up at like 5 a.m. So I had to wake up after like sleeping for 4 hours, take all the tents down. We had to cook for them, clean all the pots. There were these Dutch ovens. And if you touch the Dutch oven, your hands turn black.
I love Dutch ovens. They're so fun.
I know that there are people listening that will be like, wow, that sounds so fun. It was one of the most traumatic nights of my life. I don't see the point of camping. I don't.
Well, Devin, that's not camping. That's not. You were in a tent, yes, but you were on a summer camp, a 5-minute walk from a cabin. Like, you were camping, but like the reason that you don't like that experience is not because of the camping part, in my opinion. It's not because like you were sleeping under the stars, or you got to make a cool meal by a fire. It's like there were kids giving you a hard time, right?
I don't know.
Well, even as I say it, I almost know I don't think you would like it. But I love when I go camping. There's nothing to do. You just get a book and you go on a rock.
I love that. I love not having my phone.
And if you fall asleep reading your book, oh well, you wake up to sunset and then you roast hot dogs over a fire. And then that's it. And you're in bed by 9 and you fall asleep.
That does sound nice.
It's wonderful.
That does sound nice. I guess I just haven't given myself the opportunity to actually camp. Like the last time I camped, we like went to like a beach and I was not in a good mood, so I just slept in the car.
We should go proper camping sometime. We'll go 2 nights. We can do car camping, so we have food, we have like a stove and stuff, so we're like backpacking and whatnot. But there's some beautiful forest. We go to Idlewild in California. It's a little bit
Idlewild.
Oh, it's a little bit southeast. It's like a foresty area. It's super pretty. There's creeks and like cool forests. And then you set up a tent and you just like, it's just fun. When I was younger in Boy Scouts, it's a whole boy thing. We just separated two clans and like each made clan bases and like sharpened sticks with our pocket knives that we won from our popcorn selling, which is a scam, by the way. Boy Scout popcorn is so overpriced.
That's your version of cookies?
Yeah, it's a version of cookies. Girl Scout cookies blow them out of the water.
I mean, it sounds like they would.
I know. Like, you buy Boy Scout popcorn to support the Scouts, you do not. No one really eats that stuff, to be honest.
Oh wow,
with you. Yeah.
But why is it? Is it not good? Is that why it's a scam, or does it cost too much?
It's so expensive. Oh, really? It's just really. I'm not even sure I haven't seen Boy Scout popcorn in a long time. They might not.
I don't think I've ever seen Boy Scout popcorn.
Really? They would sit them outside like Vons and stuff and grocery stores. I have not seen Boy Scout. I've seen Girl Scouts everywhere, but I have not seen Boy Scout popcorn in a long time.
One time for band to get like money off of a Hershey Park trip. I could like sell flowers, and I was like, well, I'm gonna win. It was just like one of those times like the stars aligned. I was like, this is my chance. So I went to every house in our neighborhood. I sold like almost $1,000 in flowers.
Wow. What'd you get?
But then, well, the trip was for free, which I didn't even like realize I got until after, because she's like, oh, you don't have to pay. And I was like in 7th grade, so I was like, oh, mom, like maybe my mom already paid for it, or like I don't know, but I'd gotten it for free. And then I felt really bad because I did a bad job delivering the seeds. Like, it took me a long time to deliver them because it was like so many people got them, and so I was like, like getting the seeds out to everyone was like the hardest thing I'd ever done in my life.
So you had to manually deliver the seeds.
Yes, because I got the order and I had to re-deliver the order.
Oh my god,
It was actually a lot of work.
That is a hassle,
right?
Oh,
And I've been delivering my seed across the world ever since.
dude. Oh, hell yeah.
You had to think about that. Oh, hell yeah.
I was like, I don't know. Although I will say the bit of calling offspring producing substance seed is really funny to me.
It is. Do you want to hear something? Oh my God. Disgusting. Educate the straight. I'm so sorry to our parents listening.
Oh God.
One.
If you are Stephanie and Doug, please stop listening. This is not your son. I promise.
One thing that certain gay people will like be like, ooh, that's like really hot, is if like, and this started as a Trixie Mattel joke, but if like a guy has like had like a child before, they'll be like, oh, like that's fertile, like,
oh,
that's hot, potent dad nut.
Oh. Ew. I don't like that. I don't like that. Cut a quarter off my ally card. I don't care. I don't like that. That's gross.
Well, sex is about fertility. So it doesn't make sense to be more attracted to someone that is inherently fertile? And it has been proven? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So judgmental so quick. Wow. Have I not heard you say that, gee whiz, that girl has nice, sexy, fertile birthing hips?
It's true. I say that all the time. All the time. But not because of her how fertile she is. I say those hips match my fertile birthing hips.
Zach does have dominant hips.
I do have dominant hips.
It's really cool.
I was a size like 34 Speedo. I was in high school.
No way.
Yeah, I had big hips. Like you've seen pictures. I was like a skinny guy. I was like scrawny.
Right.
I was cut. I just had big birthing hips.
You would be so good at drag.
I know.
You probably wouldn't have to wear pads because your waist is kind of skinny. You can make it skinnier.
Mm-hmm.
Your hips are already out there.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Jealous.
I'm blessed with many things, and I chose corporate finance. Oh, and I love life.
We have fun.
We have fun.
We got a little sexual this episode. It's not really what we do.
We.
You backed me into the corner.
This is true.
I think it's my outfit. I don't usually like talking about this kind of thing, but I think this outfit brought it out of me. Is that bad? Should I not have done this?
Then what?
Talk so sexually.
No, it's a podcast.
It's a part of life.
We talk about whatever we want.
That's true.
I know. We literally, no one can say shit.
Can you imagine? What if it was a two-way pod?
Actually, I've thought about before, where like, if we really have people be like, cancel Twink Twink Twunk, I'd be like, that's funny.
How?
I would love the media. I would love the attention.
Call YouTube.
Yeah.
Call Spotify.
Oh, I would love it if someone tried to cancel us.
That'd be hilarious.
I mean, it'd be just funny, right?
We should fish for it sometime.
Ooh, should we?
With something harmless. Well, do you know that this most successful podcast in the world, like, they get to tour. Like, people want to see them do the podcast live.
I have heard that before, yeah.
So, like, Tana Mojo, I don't know if you know who she is. She's, like, a YouTuber. Like, where I perform in San Diego is, like, one of the places she did on her world tour or countrywide tour for her podcast.
Really?
And so they'll just, like, people just sit and watch, you know, us do the pod, and there'll be, like, an audience we can interact with. So that's a big dream for Twink Twink Twunk one day, to get to tour Twink Twink Twunk. Like, that would be so fun.
That's just like stand-up comedy at that point, right?
Kind of, but it's also like the ability to storytell, you know, and the banter that you have with the other person.
Yeah.
You know, like, obviously people want to laugh, but I think people also find the relationship endearing.
I think I get nervous, you know?
Well, that's why we get hammered beforehand.
Well, true. Helps every performance.
No, but I mean, yeah, it would be nerve-wracking, but wouldn't that be so, like, to get to, like, go on a tour?
I'd be like, hey, hello,
I know.
hi. That would be fun.
If DIVOS gets successful enough, it's not unlikely that we could get to do that.
Do a world tour. Madison. Oh, have you ever been to Madison Square Garden before?
MSG.
Have you?
No, I don't think I have. I've walked by it a lot, but I don't think I've been inside.
I don't think I've ever walked by it. I might have. I've only been to New York like once.
It's right. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's right by, like, Union Station, or is it called Union Station? Like, the main station?
I've been there, but I've only been to New York once. Like, I think I'd have to live there to really, like, get an appreciation.
Union Station? I don't know,
yeah,
but, like,
it's Union Station.
Okay, well, the big train station, like, it's one of the exits, like, you leave right there. Chugga chugga!
Chugga chugga! Humma humma!
So what's our bit of the week, Zach? What's our bit of the week? So this is a bit that we do with our friends where, like, you know when you, like, spend a lot of time with your best friends and, you know, sometimes, like, one of you gets tired, one of you gets hungry or something. And so, like, the natural conversation that you usually have with them all of a sudden is, like, a little bit stale. Well, this bit is perfect to bring the banter right back. So, like, So let's do that as an example. Like we're talking.
Yeah, have a good conversation.
You want to kiss me so bad right now, huh? You want to kiss me right now, huh?
It's perfectly unhinged, and like if you have to with your close friends, like know that you don't in fact want to kiss them right now, because like it could be taken the wrong way. But with the right friends, with the right people,
It's hilarious.
you want to kiss me right now, don't you?
Because that lull with your friends is the exact same awkward silence that you might have with someone that you're like flirting with, and you're like, are we gonna kiss or not? And so like it's the same like amount of pause. So it's like always catches you off guard. You're like,
I love saying it like with a tone of conviction. With like I just figured it out. Like you want to kiss me right now? Oh yeah. It's a really good bit. But we were up in Arrowhead this last weekend, visiting a friend's house with there's like what 15 of us.
Yeah,
something like that. And that that bit kept me alive.
It kept me going.
It kept me going. That's really funny.
Wait, let's do it to camera. I'll do it to camera 2, and then you do it to camera 1. Okay. You want to kiss me right now, huh?
You want to kiss me right now, don't you?
I think we're almost at time. Can you believe it?
We are. Do you have Twink Twank Twunks of the week?
We should. We should do Twink Twank Twunk of the week.
We should. Can I go first?
Yes.
I don't think this has ever been said. My twink is little butterfly kisses.
We have done that.
Fuck!
Yeah, we have done that.
Shit!
We called them Eskimo kisses, but they're actually butterfly kisses.
No, Eskimo kisses are the nose.
I know, but we called them Eskimo kisses last time.
Oh, we did?
Mm-hmm. And then we did a butterfly kiss. It was like so embarrassing.
Oh,
yeah,
no one calls out for it?
We even did. That was one of our reels.
Oh my god.
Our promo. I know. It was
flop.
Yeah,
Epic flop.
Epic flop.
Okay. Well then, my twunk, French kissing.
I love when English people call it snogging. Snogging is twunk.
I forgot. I thought my favorite parts about Harry Potter was reading snogging.
Snogging.
You snogging her. Snogging.
Papa snogging.
Papa snog. You're a right fit bird, ain't ya?
Ain't ya?
Ain't ya? One of our friends moved to England, so I changed her name to Right Fit Bird in my phone.
Oh my goodness.
So that's my twunk of the week.
Okay, my twunk of the week is public restrooms. I feel like we should have already said this one. I think like at like the baseline of twunk, like a public restroom, everyone relates to that. Everyone understands it. You have to really butch it up to make a public restroom happen. I know. And if you don't have to butch it up, then you're already twunk, so it doesn't matter.
That's really good. Whew. All right, my twank, 6 packs of beer.
Wow.
Not quite keg enough to be a twunk.
Okay.
But not quite Angry Orchards enough to be a twink.
Okay, so a 6-pack is twank.
6-pack is twink.
Wow, that's controversial, I think.
You think so?
I think people will tap in. I think it's kind of twunk, like bringing 6-pack. Like if that's what you walk in the party with.
But it's not like a twunk.
Okay.
It's like, hey, I got the beer. Like it's not like, ooh, I brought the shots.
Okay.
You know? It's like, I got the beer. Or hey, I got the keg.
Yeah. Okay, so on that vein, my twank then is walking into a party with like pigs in a blanket. Well, it's specific ones. Like, you know, like obviously it's so nice that you brought pigs in a blanket, but like now I'm just picturing you like wrapping mini hot dogs into like a pastry. Like that's like it's a little twank.
It's very twank. Little twank. Oh, I love that.
It's cute.
I love pigs in a blanket.
Delish. Haven't had it in so long.
So good.
Pigs in a blanket. Come on in.
Come on in, pigs in a blanket. Come on in.
We talk about pigs like kind of a lot. Like we oink. Like more. Yeah. Well, guess it comes naturally to you.
You are what you eat.
Okay, what's next?
My twink is not quite floss, but those little like toothpick floss things, like one-time use
that you like.
They go,
yeah.
It was a very twink to me. It's like you can't even like nut up and like actually like floss, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
My twink is coins, at least in the United States. We like literally, they're like a myth at this point to me. Like I don't use coins anymore. When I see a coin, I'm like, how would you? The only thing is parking meters. Like that's literally it. So they're just like, they're like obsolete, but also still valuable, but also like
vending machines, maybe
vending exactly. And like
it.
if you have a little coin purse, twink.
swing.
Verging on Twank, but
I do miss having coins in my car though to
Yeah.
like pay meters with. They're always very convenient.
Right.
Having my card is like such a hassle.
Yeah.
Going clonk for like 15 minutes.
Right.
So easy.
very easy. Yeah. Well, that's our Twink Twink Twunk of the week.
Yes. I guess that just wraps up the episode. Thank you all for watching our scandalous series. I don't know.
Yeah, things
Same
got
as kinda-
raunchy here at Twink Twink
risque.
Twunk today.
But-
For audio listeners, thanks for checking in. Happy almost Pride Month.
For those Pride. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Get home safe, you idiots!
Bye.